June.
Let's go down to the Kennedy Space Center and take a look at Challenger sitting on the pad.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. Liftoff of the 25th Space Shuttle mission, and it has cleared the tower.
Engines at 65%, 3 engines running normally, 3 good fuel cells, 3 good APUs. Velocity 2,257 feet per second. Altitude 4.3 nautical miles. Downrange distance 3 nautical miles.
So the 25th Space Shuttle mission is now on the way after more delays than NASA cares to count. This morning it looked as though they were not going to be able to get off.
1 minute 15 seconds. Velocity 2,900 feet per second. Altitude 9 nautical miles. Downrange distance 7 nautical miles.
Looks like a couple of the solid rocket boosters blew away from the side of the shuttle in an explosion.
Flight controllers here looking very carefully at the situation. Obviously a major malfunction.
We're awaiting word. They're holding their breath just, I'm sure, as everyone else is. In the center of the fire and the smoke, you can't see any form of what was once the shuttle. You saw it just a few moments ago, about 45 seconds after liftoff, a huge fireball in the sky.
We have a report from the flight dynamics officer that the vehicle has exploded. Flight director confirms that. We are looking at checking with the recovery forces to see what can be done at this point.
Next week will be the 10th anniversary of the explosion of the Challenger space shuttle, the one everyone remembers as the Teacher in Space mission, because a school teacher, a mother of 2, was going up with the astronauts.
Good morning. This is Krista McAuliffe, live from the Challenger.
As everyone knows, Krista McAuliffe, who was to be the teacher in space, died in the accident, along with 6 of her fellow crew members.
Here comes the 51L flight crew.
Less known is that 2 of the engineers who worked at Morton Thiokol, the contractor who built the rocket boosters that caused the accident, warned NASA that it wasn't safe to launch. Bob Ebeling and Roger Beaujolais said it was an accident waiting to happen.
And liftoff. Liftoff of the 25th Space Shuttle mission.
When it ignited and cleared the launch tower, I whispered to Bob that we had just dodged a bullet.
I was in the middle of my prayer, watching the screen and praying, thank you for making me wrong. And kaboom, it went. I walked right out of there and went in my office, closed the door, and cried.
As the crew walked out on that freezing Florida morning to board the Challenger, many of the families believed there would be no launch. It was too cold. The maintenance crew was tapping off icicles. In his last phone conversation with his wife, Commander Dick Scobie told her not to worry, that NASA engineers had assured him it would be safe to fly. June Scobie remembers.
And he said, they, and I often wondered who they are, but he said, they said it would be all right, that it would be safe. They said, they showed us pictures of the rockets blasting off in snow. They said it would be all right.
June Scobie, her children, and the other families were taken to a special viewing area to watch the launch.
We were standing there, my family and I together, and we saw this beautiful launch, crystal clear blue sky, and as I reached to take the baby from my daughter's arms, the unexpected happened. It was a stunned silence. Stunned silence.
I have a word to the families of the astronauts that I guess it's, we tried. We just weren't good enough.
After the accident, a presidential commission conducted hearings and concluded that NASA had become so arrogant and bureaucratic that it needed a complete overhaul. And since then, changes have been made. Still, NASA would not agree to an interview. By the way, some of the families sued NASA and Morton Thiokol. All of them, those who sued and those who didn't, got settlements. The amounts have never been disclosed.